More than 5,000 years ago, along the fertile plains of the Indus River, one of the world's earliest urban civilizations began to emerge. Small farming communities slowly grew into organized settlements. The people cultivated wheat and barley. They domesticated animals. And they built homes from sun-baked mud bricks. Over the centuries, trade networks expanded, and villages turned into thriving towns. By 2600 BCE, this region had become the heart of one of the most advanced civilizations of the ancient world. Today, we call it the Indus Valley civilization. At its peak, the Indus Valley civilization stretched across what is now Pakistan and northwest India. It covered an area larger than ancient Egypt or Mesopotamia. Cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa became major urban centers. But what made them remarkable was their planning. Their streets followed a precise grid pattern, dividing the city into organized blocks. Homes were carefully constructed using standardized bricks. Many houses had private wells. Some even had indoor bathrooms. Beneath the streets ran underground drainage systems that carried wastewater through covered channels. These sanitation systems were so advanced that many cities would not match them for thousands of years. One of the most famous structures was the Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro. It was a large water tank surrounded by steps and chambers. Historians believe it may have been used for ritual purification or religious ceremonies. The people of the Indus Valley were not isolated. They built extensive trade networks connecting them to distant civilizations. Artifacts discovered in Mesopotamia show evidence of trade with the Indus region nearly 4,000 kilometers away. Merchants exported cotton textiles, beads and jewelry, pottery, and precious stones. Craftsmen also produced intricate seals carved from stone. These seals often featured animals such as bulls, elephants, and a mysterious creature sometimes called the Indus unicorn. Above these images were symbols written in what we now call the Indus script. And this is where the mystery deepens. Thousands of seals bearing these symbols have been discovered. Yet despite decades of research, the Indus script has never been decoded. Unlike Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, no bilingual inscriptions have ever been found. Without understanding their writing, historians still cannot answer some basic questions. Who ruled these cities? What language did they speak? And what did they believe about the world? It remains one of archaeology's greatest unsolved puzzles. Around 1900 BCE, something began to change. Cities that once thrived started to decline. Trade networks weakened. Urban populations shrank. And many settlements were gradually abandoned. Modern research suggests that climate change may have played a crucial role. The monsoon weakened, bringing less rainfall to the region. At the same time, the Gagahakra River system, which many cities depended on, may have dried up or changed course. Without reliable water, agriculture became difficult. Large urban centers could no longer survive. But the civilization did not collapse overnight. Instead, it slowly transformed. People migrated eastward toward the fertile plains of the Ganges Valley, where new cultures would later emerge. The cities faded. The people moved on. And their language fell silent. Yet beneath the ruins of the Indus Valley lies the memory of one of humanity's earliest urban civilizations. A civilization that built remarkable cities. And left behind a story we are still trying to understand.